Honestly, man, I don't know what's happening. I've never seen anything like it. But no, I don't know. I honestly haven't ever seen anything like it. I'm thinking the bees got together and they're talking. Yep, the bees are talking and they're conspiring. Because this is almost like a waste of equipment at this point. Yeah. Oh look, I gotta go. I gotta go. I got somebody here wanting to see what's going on. All right. Yeah. See you. Bye. Hey guys, this is Barry's Best Hunting. I'm Mike, and I do bees. Back home from work, decided I'm gonna take a quick trip out to the bee yard, like I do every day this time of year, and just see if there's any swarms. I normally do this the middle of March on out to April. Seems I've been doing it in February and March now, and you've got to be kidding me. Another swarm. But what kind of swarm is it? Let's go take a look and I'll show you. Well, the scene is familiar. I got a swarm out here near my bee yard. You probably say, well, what's the big deal? Of course I'm gonna take you along because it's part of my 2020 beekeeping season. Well, I'll show you what the big deal is, even though it's really a small deal. Come take a look at this. Alright guys, here's a swarm. It literally just fell off of this sign that it's congregated on. It's so small. What is going on with these tiny swarms? Actually, I need to take advantage of this point, see if I can find a queen real quick. Maybe she fell off. Look at this thing. You tell me what's going on, I don't know. I've seen swarms this small, don't get me wrong, but this early in the spring? Come on. I mean, this is 2 in a row. I was through all my hives this weekend, and I'm telling you, I did not see anything that indicated swarming, except there was one, but goodness gracious, it would have been bigger than this. But hey, it's an easy one. Just dump her in the box. I'll put her in a 2-frame. They're feisty. I walked up and they got in my face. It's I don't know what's going on here, folks. I got a 2-frame box. I guess I'm just gonna stick them in a little 2-frame, and I got drawn comb in it and see what happens. She's gonna be key to find. Get them all back on the sign. I'll just put the sign in the box. That's no problem. Can y'all see the sign at all? I'm just sitting here beside it looking at this. I have a feeling she's down here. I don't see her up there. What I'll do is I'll see if I can find her. If I can't, I will just throw them all in one box off my sign. I've caught these kind of swarms in June and July, which usually they're absconds. You know, they're leaving a hive. They're tiny, but this is phenomenal. Maybe one of those splits did what? I don't know. I don't have the splits that would do it though. I don't know. And they're down in there fanning, so I'll put a lid on it. There's a big old wad down the bottom. I bet she's in that wad. Shouldn't have picked it up with this hand. It's full of honey. Look, they're already in those holes cleaning them out. Look at her butt sticking out. They're already in there cleaning them. Better get them back in. They're gonna leave. Sure would like to cage her. She's in that clump, I bet you. You can't stick your hand down in this two frame. At least not my hand. It's too narrow. Guess I got big hands. I know we should leave them alone, but I want that queen. To see if she got up on this frame now that I got down in that clump. They're getting excited. But look at how they're doing. They think there's a queen on there. This had a queen in it the other day. That's something. Isn't that something? We'll put the sign back up. Heading on in now. Need to cover that hole. Well, guys, what do y'all think? I never seen tiny swarms like this early. I don't know if I got splits swarming on me again. I know that other one was a split swarming. Maybe it's another one. I don't know. But I guess we'll find out next week when I go through the hives. Saw no indications of a swarm. Pretty early for it to be an abscond out of hives that have plenty of bees, so I don't know. Only time will tell. So I guess I'm gonna let these things stay buttoned up, let them all get in for the night, and I want to really take them back down the road, but without the queen caged, rather not do that. I don't feel like stuffing the box closed because it's too hot, but I'll figure out what I'm gonna do. So you want to know why I don't think that was a swarm that was on this sign the other day? Well, these have gathered. Yesterday there was a bigger bunch that I dumped in front of that hive, and then these have gathered over here. There's no queen among them. They're just workers that had nowhere to go, and it's been 3 days they've been just kind of congregating. So we're gonna take a quick glance in that two frame that I put that little bunch of bees in. So I don't think it's a swarm, and I'm gonna tell you what I think it was here in just a bit, but I kind of got to thinking that it wasn't necessarily a swarm. We're getting ready to go find out if I was right or wrong. I just set these here. I didn't take them down the road after all, because the more I thought about it, the more I thought this isn't a swarm. There's no queen, and I didn't want to just take them down the road to suck down my feed and have to go back and check on them. And so let's take a look and see what we got. Something else was just how they acted when I got near them. When I started putting them in this box, they were just buzzing my face and buzzing. It just didn't seem right. You know when something just doesn't seem right? I'm gonna try and get over here. Actually, I don't like being. I sure put these in an awkward location. Listen to that roar. See how they get in my face? It's just weird. Well, you can't see how they get in my face because you're up there and I'm down here. Yeah, they're loud. Get behind them. Got this old compost pile that I don't use anymore in my way. Yeah, see how they're just roaring? I mean, I know they're getting smoke, but there's no queen in here. That I'm pretty confident of. They put all that sugar syrup in here. I'll let you look too. You see, there's no queen in here. I don't have my glass with a magnifying glass. I should have brought it knowing what I was doing, but there's no eggs in there. A swarm will immediately start laying, unless it's a virgin. But there's no queen either. So what I think we had there, folks, was the laying worker hive I dumped out in the grass. That's what that is. That's a few of those bees. And get this off. When I got done dumping them, I went out and checked on them. There's a big old wad of bees in the grass. Probably, I don't know, good half a pound of bees. So I smoked them out the grass, and I didn't want to smoke them a bunch because if the laying workers are in there, you don't want them trying to go back to the hive. But I don't know how all that works. I just know they say when you shake them out, they don't go back to the hive, or maybe they can't fly. I don't know. So I smoked them out the grass just to kind of spread them out. There was a lot of bees. And sure enough, I went back, and there was a good wad of bees just laying there still. Well, nothing you can do about that. So the next day I go out, and I see them on that sign, congregated. And I think, wow, another tiny swarm. You got to be kidding me. But it just didn't make sense. I mean, why in the world another second swarm? I've just been through the hives, literally just been through them the day before. There's no, or maybe even 2 days, I don't know, it doesn't matter. There was the only one that could have possibly swarmed, would have taken a lot more bees than that. Not that it couldn't be from the woods somewhere, but it just didn't make sense. It didn't make sense. So the more I thought about it, they were acting strange, and they immediately went to that comb. They just all went to the comb. Some went back to the sign. Some went back off to the left in a wad in the grass. And swarms don't do that. Not that I've seen. Maybe you guys have seen. You tell me. I've never seen a swarm split up in 3 pieces like that. And I knew something was weird, and I couldn't find a queen anywhere. And I looked, I edited it out of the front of this video, but I looked for a while on my knees with my glasses, took my veil off. And when I took my veil off, they did something that swarms don't do. They just began to buzz me the way they did. Swarms will get in your face a little bit, but not like these were getting in my face. It was just different. Let me just say that. I can't. Sorry. I can't describe it. What I can tell you is, it was different. So then I shook them all in, and they just kept going all over the box. And I had an old queen cage. That old queen cage didn't have a queen in it for probably 3 weeks. 2 weeks, I don't know, something like that. It had been a while. And yet a whole bunch of bees congregated over on that. Yet some were congregated in the box. It didn't make sense. So I got to thinking about it. And when I went in the house later on, I figured that's those drones. That's that drone colony. That's them laying worker colony. And they went and found them a spot to congregate because they had nowhere else to go. And you know, they were all going back to white boxes because that's where they knew to go, and that's where they're at. And so I showed you when I got home. Yesterday when I got home, they were out there congregated near that sign, a bigger wad of them. I put them in front of the hive and dropped them, and there was a little wad of them on that branch. I couldn't get to them because they didn't have any gear on, and they were literally banging into my face, which they usually don't do that when they're like they are. I mean, you get some mean swarms every now and again, but this time of year, so nothing added up. That's the laying worker hive. So they're gonna get dumped out again, and hopefully, maybe I'll dump them a little bit closer to the hive. But what I want to actually do is leave them there for a few days, and make sure I don't have some of those laying workers in there still. I'm gonna bring my glass out maybe tomorrow and make sure we're not getting doubled up on eggs in there. Matter of fact, we're getting no eggs, and I'm gonna go dump them out a little closer to the hives, and I can get the rest of those bees back. So that's what that was. So it actually wasn't the bees conspiring against me. It was the drone or the laying worker hive. So I'm kind of glad to know that, because that was frustrating to see a wad of bees that small in the first week of March again. That was frustrating. I mean, I don't want them to swarm at all, but when I do catch them, I want a couple pounds of bees. I want to get the good part of it back. Alright guys, look, that's it for now. I'll probably make this the ending. But that little colony was driving me nuts. I had to come home and check on it. So look, I hope you liked this video, and I hope you picked up something out of it, because I sure did. I didn't even think about that when I first saw it, but I sure learned something, which I'm always learning something in beekeeping. And but if you did like it, make sure you give it a thumbs up. I'd surely appreciate it. I appreciate all y'all watching. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't subscribed, and if it's your first time visiting, go back and through and check out the whole series. We're doing a whole 2020 beekeeping series of what it takes to get through my year. And look, share it with friends, share it with family, and share it with anybody that just likes to watch bees. And you know what, you guys, have a great evening. God bless y'all. This is Barry's Best Honey. I'm Mike, and I do bees, and I catch laying worker hives. See y'all.